I think it's really hard for teenagers to deal with having a friend with cancer. And I think that's one of the biggest issues that junior hires and high schoolers who are going through cancer face is isolation from friends. And I was lucky to have some amazing, amazing friends who stuck by me. They'd call me to see how I was doing. They invited me to things when I felt well enough. They'd come and visit me. One of my best friends, when I was in the hospital on prom night, came with me and we had a movie night and she wore her pajamas. And then I had another group of friends who stopped by with their limo on the way to prom to come visit me all dressed up. So I was really fortunate to have great friends, but I saw a lot of kids in the hospital who just, all their friends fell away, especially boys, junior high boys. It was so hard to see, you know, because it's an awkward age. Kids don't know what to say. They don't know what to do. And some of my friends, you know, they didn't come around. They didn't call. And I don't blame them at all because it is so hard to know what to do. At any age, it's hard to know how to help someone who's facing a life-threatening illness, and let alone when you're so insecure and dealing with all your teenage issues anyway. So I think it's such a really, really tough age to be dealing with something like that. I had never known anyone that had cancer that was close to me. It was like distant people, and I'd heard of babies having cancer, and I'd heard of older people having cancer. I had never known a teenager that had cancer, except one of my childhood friends got diagnosed with cancer about a month before I did. And I was in shock when she got diagnosed because, I mean, honestly, I had not really ever known that teenagers got cancer because I didn't really know of anyone. And so having her get diagnosed first, I think ended up being a huge blessing because I started to process it. My friends started to process it. And then when I got diagnosed a few weeks later, I had someone I could go talk to right away. And we went over to her house and I kind of saw the routine they had already settled into, talked to her. I mean, questions like, I had no idea what chemo was. For some reason, I thought it was like acupuncture. I don't know why that was in the head of my 15-year-old brain, but I had no idea what I was going to be facing. So it was so incredible to have a friend I could go to and say, okay, what does it actually mean to have chemo? Like, what is that going to look like for me? What's my day-to-day going to be like? And we were at the same hospital with the same doctor, and so for about 8 months of my treatment, I got to have her alongside of me, and we'd share a room at the hospital, and we're still good friends to this day.